After a long-fought battle between Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock, the Denver Broncos have named their starting quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the starting quarterback and leader for the 2021 Denver Broncos. Drew Lock made steps as he fought to win the job, but he fell short to the consistency of steady Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater has a lot of pressure on his shoulders as he needs to lead his team to wins with as much talent as they have. The offense has weapons galore to work with and move the ball downfield and put points on the board. Limiting the turnovers is going to be crucial with the defense's strength and not wanting to tire them out. A lot went into this decision from Vic Fangio that goes beyond the practice reps and preseason games. Both quarterbacks were close in practices, but Bridgewater's consistency to lead the offense did give him a slight edge in the games. One big factor that isn't known to the public is how both quarterbacks did in the meeting room breaking down the tape. Bridgewater is a bright quarterback and probably showed his experience and smarts in the room more than Locke did. There isn't much upside with Bridgewater, but he isn't exactly terrible and can be enough to win multiple games for the Broncos. The simple fact is that Bridgewater is less of a risk to lose you games than Drew Lock is with his high variance of play. As Vic Fangio is coaching to keep his job beyond the season, going with the safer option was always going to be what happened. With that in mind, looking back to the 2020 season, Bridgewater had a lower percentage of turnover-worthy plays. His play is not as terrible as some make it out to be, and that includes last year before and after his knee injury that he admitted he shouldn't have played with. Before he suffered a knee injury in Week 10, Bridgewater was a top 12 quarterback in many advanced statistical categories. Even after the knee injury, he still did exceptionally well when looking at multiple advanced statistical categories. These categories are looked at often to determine how good a quarterback did or didn't play, and he did what he did with much less talent around him than Denver had last year and currently has. Bridgewater's problem is that while he won't cost your team games, he isn't one to go out, put the team on his back, and win you games. Then you also have to be concerned about his knee that has struggled to hold up since the bad knee injury a few years ago. So one thing to remember with them naming Teddy Bridgewater as a starter is that he may not make it through an entire season healthy. They hope he does, but he has to show that he can. And if he does happen to get hurt, knock on wood, then Drew Lock will get another chance for the Broncos. As things are now, Teddy Bridgewater gives the Broncos the best chance to push for the playoffs, which is a significant reason why he won the job. Time will tell what happens, but they have the team around him to let him go do his thing and potentially pull out a winning record. For Mile High Huddle, I'm Eric Trickle.